Hello, dear children, good morning. Today I am going to start with the new chapter, and the name of the chapter is Our Beautiful Country. All of you open your textbooks, children. Open chapter 8, Our Beautiful Country. Before going to the explanation part, we see the warm up. See here. Look at the pictures and identify the different landforms. Here, a flat piece of landform is there. A high rise in the land is there. A dry sandy area is there. A highland with a flat top is there. So, you have to identify the different landforms. So, you have to identify the different landforms. Okay. Now, let's begin our lesson. Landforms. Our country is a beautiful combination of various landforms, and these landforms are the physical features of India. The high mountains, the lush green forest, mighty rivers, the fertile plains, and the dry desert show the diversity of our land. Now, these landforms make our country very beautiful and diverse. India has six main physical divisions. India has six main physical divisions. First one is the northern mountains. Second one, the northern plains. Third one, the great Indian desert. Fourth one is the peninsular plateau. Fifth one is the coastal regions, and last the island region. First one is the northern mountains. The northern mountains are the range of mountains in the north of India. So these northern mountains includes Himalayas, the Karakoram, and the northeastern mountain ranges. So these are the Himalayas. The Himalayas are the highest mountain range of this region as well as in the world. The Himalayas are covered with snow. We can see in this picture clearly. These Himalayas are covered with snow throughout the year. The snow melts to give rise to a number of rivers like Ganga and Yamuna. So this snow will melt and convert into a water and give rise to a number of rivers like Ganga and Yamuna. The peaks of these mountains are covered with snow throughout the year. So there is no vegetation here due to the cold climate. Here there is a lot of snow and the climate is so cool, so there is no possibility of vegetation. The lower slopes of these mountains are covered with thick forest. The lower slopes of these mountains are covered with thick forest. So the lower slopes of these mountains is covered with thick forest, and these forests have variety of flora and fauna. Okay, these are the northern mountains. Next comes the northern plains. These are the northern plains. The northern plains lies to the south of the Himalayas. These lies to the south of the Himalayas, and they stretch from west to east. These northern plains cover most of northern and eastern parts of India. The rivers that start at the Himalayas flows through these plains and make the soil fertile. So the rivers which passes through these plains, the rivers which starts at the Himalayas flow through these plains and make that soil so fertile. So the northern plains are densely populated. This means that a large number of people live in this region. This is about the northern plains. Next comes The Great Indian Desert. The Great Indian Desert lies in the northwestern part of India, mainly in the state of Rajasthan. It is known as the Thar Desert. The Great Indian Desert is also known as the Thar Desert. In this region, the desert is very dry, hot and gets very little rainfall. Here, days are hot and nights are so cold. So, due to the harsh conditions, very few people live in this area because of this dryness and hotness and coldness. Okay, this is about the Great Indian Desert. Next one is the Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau is divided into two parts. The Deccan Plateau in the south and the Central Indian Plateau in the north. We can see in this picture clearly this is the Deccan Plateau. It is coated in the Indian Peninsula. A peninsula is a piece of land which is surrounded by water on three sides. The Peninsular Plateau has the Arabian Sea on the west, the Indian Ocean on the south and the Bay of Bengal in the east. The plateau region slopes from the west to east. Rivers like Krishna, Godavari and Kaveri flow through it. They flow from west to east and drain into the Bay of Bengal. The Peninsular Plateau has hill ranges to its east and west. The range on the east is called the Eastern Ghats and the range on the west is known as the Western Ghats. The Satpura and Vindhya hill ranges are located in the north. They separate the plateau from the North Plains. This is about the Peninsular Plateau. Next one is the coastal plains. There are narrow strips of plain land on both sides of the peninsula. These plains are called the Eastern Coastal Plains and the Western Coastal Plains. We can see in this picture clearly these are Eastern Coastal Plains and these are Western Coastal Plains. Since these plains are located near the sea, so here all this region is covered by three water bodies. They have moderate climate. So these are located near the sea, so they have moderate climate. It is neither hot or cold over there. This is about the coastal plains. Next, the island regions. An island is an area that is completely surrounded by water. The main island groups of India are the Lakshadweep Islands and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This is the Lakshadweep Island. The Lakshadweep Island are a group of islands in the Arabian Sea. The largest group of islands in India are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal. So, this is all about the lesson Our Beautiful Country. Once go through the lesson, children. If you have any doubts, you can reach out to me. Okay? Bye, children. Thank you. ఫోన్ మస్తు హ్యాంగ్ అయిపోయింది.
హ్యాంగ్ అయిపోయిందా? అమ్మయ్య పోయిందా?
ఏమో ఉంటే బాగుండు.